Yeah, so I'm familiar with Sergeant Ingle. He is my brother, and he's better at every single game I've ever played with him. However, the Fanatical Llamas just have that X factor. You know, they're really bringing something to the table.
I mean, they have llamas in their name.
They've got llamas in their name, and they're fanatical. It's obvious that they're going to stop at nothing. They're not going to take no for an answer. So I'm going to put my money on the Fanatical Llamas tonight.
Damn. Okay. So we've okay, fine. That's fine, man. I'm a little bit shocked that you're rooting against your brother here, or not?
No. Don't be clear. I'm predicting.
Predicting. Okay, you're predicting against your brother. Yeah, that surprises me.
That's my expert opinion.
Considering the fact that you were aware of his gaming prowess and you're still predicting against him.
He's in a class of his own, but tonight I think Fanatical Llamas will demonstrate an even higher class.
The unknown for me is Shazam 58. I have no idea what he plays and what he's good at or who he is, so I'm excited to find out.
Well, on that note, people are starting to gather in the pregame lobby. Let's hop over there and meet the players.
All right, sounds good.
Howdy, folks.
Howdy.
Good evening.
Hey, so I wanted to get your take, Shazam 58. Tell me how you're feeling before the tournament, before the round starts here.
I'm feeling pretty good. My teammate and I have got some good practice in. I think we're feeling pretty strong.
What game? What do you think you would be strongest in?
If I had to guess, I would say maybe Rogue.
Hey, people. Welcome.
All right, we have. Looks like we have everybody here.
Game that you're strongest in is Rogue Company. Recall, do you agree with that? You guys think your strongest game is Rogue Company?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Thanks for your input.
All right, now that we're done interviewing one of the teams for all of their secrets.
Great, we have no questions for the Sassy Cadets.
You only need to interview the winning team.
Why don't we kick things off with a coin toss? Why don't Elwin? Why don't you pick somebody to call it out, and then Jason, you can flip the coin.
All right, Shazam 58, you're gonna call it for us.
Okay.
Is it gonna be heads or tails, my friend?
Tails.
Are we watching this someplace?
So you can watch it on the stream, or you can just take my word for it.
I don't know if I believe you.
All right, so Shazam has called tails, and I'm flipping it now. And it is heads.
Ooh.
Sassy Cadets.
Already eking out the advantage.
Are we doing Rocket League?
We're doing Rocket League.
All right.
Rocket
Oh.
League.
All right. It's nice that you told them that our strongest game was Rogue Company when it was actually Rocket League. That was clever if you Shazam.
Giving out info at the beginning of the round match, I respect it too.
That's a real flex right there. Answering a question like that.
I do respect the confidence that it implies.
It could be some reverse psychology though here. Maybe their best game is Spellsworn. We don't know.
And just to be clear, we're just doing our jobs as shoutcasters. You don't have to answer these questions. But we'd be letting our adoring fans down if we didn't ask the questions.
Who's hosting this, or how are we doing this?
I can host up and send out invites here.
So Peter, you'll be joining us throughout, right?
I will for Rocket League. I can join you guys. Yeah.
So can you host since you've done this already?
Yeah. Why don't I do that? Yeah. For Rogue Company, I won't be able to join you guys because that only supports 2 spectators. But for Rocket League, I can host.
Delightful.
To answer your question there, Jason, I do think that Spellsworn is my best game, but that is more commentary on my play in the other games than it is on Spellsworn.
Well, first of all, Logan, no one asked you what your favorite game was.
All right. Shazam 58, I'm going to need your epic name.
Oh, it's also Shazam _58.
That is just perfect. Makes my life easy.
But
that is a level of investment from a caster that I have not heard.
All right.
In responding to a question.
Love Muscle, what is your epic game?
also love muscle.
Oh, you guys are just amazing.
Make it so easy.
Fantastic.
I like your triple X tag name or clan name there. Dan.
Oh, thanks. It's very official. Yeah.
Looks like really hardcore.
We're very serious.
All right, so Shazam and Love Muscle, you should have friend invites. Let's see. I think everybody else is in the party already.
What is the overlay in Epic Game Pass button?
Am I in the party?
You should see it if you use right trigger. You
Sergeant.
should be able to open the social.
Oh,
menu,
I see.
Russell.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
I see Sergeant Angle. Is this wait? Oh, here we go.
All right, we have Elwyn, we have Recall Nope, we have Satan Sabered Hobo, we have Sergeant Angle. Okay, Love Muscle, I'm going to invite you to the party. Waiting on Shazam to accept the friend invite.
I guess I have much fancier looking cars.
Wait a second. Who's it from?
Sorry? Oh, it's from Typical
There we
Toast.
go. There we go. Got it.
Okay.
That is undeniably a factor in this game. Is having the right car not only gets the ball into the goal, but also strikes fear in the hearts of your enemies.
Yeah, Elwyn. All right, everybody's in the party. Is that right? I think I count the right number.
I'm here.
All right.
We're all here. So, quick note. As soon as this starts, the game is just going to go. So,
All right,
Wait,
I'm gonna
just a
talk
heads
to the
up.
other channel then.
All right.
All right.
Do the same.
Hang on a second.
Good luck, everyone. All right.
we had that experience in one of our previous matches where the game just started and we had players that weren't in the game and not ready. So that was fun.
So, I'm expecting actually one of the more exciting rounds here simply because neither side listed Rocket League as their strongest game.
True.
So this could
This is
very well
true.
be an intense matchup.
I've played a bit with both Recall and Sergeant Angle, and I would say that they are competent. I think that's as far as I would go.
Competent.
Competent.
Strong words.
All right, so we're off here. Love Muscle with the early tap, and that's off the wall, centered. Can Angle. Nope, everybody's missing the ball at this point.
Strong start from blue team trying to get that early goal.
Shazam off the wall, tries to center again, but kind of misses. Love Muscle with the center
Love
tap to
Muscle taking
Sergeant
the
Angle.
shot.
Love Muscle.
Love
Oh, he
Muscle
misses the easy
knocks
goal.
the ball out of his own shot.
Nice center by Sergeant Angle, but Love Muscle's not able to capitalize on the center,
All
unfortunately.
right. Orange is back in possession of the ball here. Sergeant Angle fighting to stop the drive is failing. Recall Nope is just everywhere right now. Love
Centered
Muscle
again by the
flying in
blue
here.
team. Recall. Oh my God.
Orange
that's
driving in
almost
the
towards
wrong
own goal.
direction.
Unfortunate.
What we're seeing right here, what we're seeing is a lot of driving that is not what you would expect from someone who has a lot of experience playing Rocket League. And I say that, of course, as one of the best respected experts in Rocket League within the Christmas Miracle community.
Right. That is a good center, but there's nobody there to capitalize it. Blue team has the ball down on the orange side of the field at this point.
Oh,
Nice
excellent
clear by
knockback
Recall. Yeah, excellent.
Sergeant Angle catching it back. All right, we're seeing some pretty determined defense now. People starting to get their bearings. Seemed like both sides kind of needed some warm-up, but... Oh, Love Muscle. Can Love Muscle take the shot here?
Oh,
No!
Nice aerial, but Sergeant Angle does get the finish.
Angle! Look at this drive. Watch this replay. He's gonna jump in. He's gonna do the side dodge to knock the ball in. This is a very complex technical shot. Very difficult to get right. Big
Yep,
flex
you
for
have
that
to press
first
two
score.
buttons at the same time. Very difficult.
All right.
All right, Sergeant Angle with the early tap on the ball. Recall trying to clear. Shazam hits the ball back towards his own goal.
Ooh.
Oh, towards blue goal. Recall Dribbling. Does he have the control to finish? No, he does not.
Muscle
Center, though.
disrupting that drive. Ball's anyone's right now. Now, we're not really seeing a coherent strategy from Orange as far as possession of the ball. We're seeing with Blue Team, we're seeing Sergeant Angle driving and then passing to Love Muscle, but Love Muscle, excellent aerial block there. Orange is just sort of all over the place here.
That was a center off the wall by Love Muscle towards his own goal, but Recall is not able to capitalize on that, unfortunately. Sergeant Angle is trying to clear, and finally Love Muscle does clear. So now we're down on the orange side of the team, but nice job by Shazam denying
steal.
Yeah, excellent by Shazam there.
This is a whole full-blown scrum over the ball here. All 4 cars just tripping over each other, trying to get this thing out of the corner.
I'm impressed by the fact that they're able to do so much driving without touching the ball. Like, that's actually
a lot of
that's actually
Recall Note goes in for a shot, misses, takes out Sergeant Angle instead.
Nice center by Recall for Sergeant Angle to capitalize.
Sergeant Angle
doesn't have the angle, unfortunately.
It's unclear what Love Muscle was going for there. Maybe just wanted to feel what it felt like to touch the ball.
I'm not sure. Good dribble here by Recall. He's trying to get the center. The ball's kind of rolling in. Sergeant Angle does get the clear.
Solid knock by Love Muscle, getting it back into the middle. Driving it back, Sergeant Angle. If Sergeant Angle's in position, he's going to have a shot here.
He misses everying.
Recall Note is wide open. This is his to lose. And he loses it.
That's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Shazam also tries to come in with the follow-up goal and misses. Sergeant Angle is most likely going to score on this one.
And it's a Love Muscle coming in just barely late.
Wow,
Blue really had it there. All they needed was just a little bit more follow-through. They would have had that lead.
So I've watched 3 Rocket League matches at this point in the tournament, and I would say that this is probably the weakest of the 3 that I've watched so far.
That's incredibly kind of you to say.
Hey, listen, I have to call it like I see it. I'm trying to be unbiased here as a caster, and I'm just gonna say there's a lot of driving happening in this game.
Love Muscle taken out by Recall Note. Recall Note is an assassin in this game. 30 seconds left of the clock. If Orange Team is going to do something, they have to do it now.
Shazam with a nice clear. This is a good opportunity for them towards the blue goal. Centered off the wall. Neither of them are in a good position to capitalize on that.
That's the thing. They just don't have that division of labor to pass and then take the shot. They're both chasing the ball, and that means no one's there to capitalize when the ball's in position.
Ooh, Sergeant Angle kind of misses the clear there.
Complicated
but there's only 10 seconds left. And Love Muscle's going to score off of that.
What a flex with 5 seconds left on the clock. Love Muscle gets the score. I mean, that's it for Orange Team right there. You can't get back from that.
Nice job by Love Muscle, man. Capitalizing on a free ball, essentially. I would expect them to... what I hope for in the next round is that they realize that there are a lot of these little opportunities. I think they're trying to get a little too fancy with the ball in some of these situations. The ball is there. All they have to do is just be in the right place. So... focus on positioning, I think, here in the second round.
Well, Blue Team, very strong showing, very dominant.
Yeah. Hopefully, Orange Team can get some of their positioning together here for the second match.
Yeah, what do we need? What does Orange Team need to do to win this next round?
It's really just positioning. That's all it is. They have opportunities. They had multiple opportunities to score. They were just not in the right spots, unfortunately.
And then for Blue Team, do you think they're going to do anything differently in the next round, or they're just going to keep?
I think the last goal there, I mean, the takeaway for them hopefully is the same thing, really. Like, the ball is there to be had, just don't overthink it, and work on your positioning, and everything else will follow. Because neither of these teams are like dramatically better than the other. So really, it's just going to come down to who's going to take their time and who's going to be in the right place at the right time.
You know, it really is. We're seeing a lot of tournament pressure here, where it seems like both sides kind of have some nerves. They're driving a little frantically. They're missing. They're not holding back when they need to. So we might see a little bit calmer, more deliberate, and more accurate driving here in the second round.
All right. I am joining spectator here, and I think we'll be good to go in a second.
All right, here we go. Love Muscle coming in early, but Shazam is not having it.
Shazam with the early tap. Love Muscle is trying to clear.
I'm having technical issues. I can't move for some reason.
Okay.
Oh. You don't want to talk to Peter about that. We're just the shoutcasters.
Oh, Love Muscle with the score. Recall just standing in the middle of nowhere, not doing anything. Oh wait, he's disconnected from the game. Never mind. All right. I think we're gonna have to restart this one.
Yeah, let's see if we can get Peter on the horn. I'm gonna drop into the cheap seats and let him know. Hey Peter, we got a technical problem with one of the players. They're having a problem connecting.
Oh, I'm hearing you twice.
All right. I'll hop over to the other channel with you.
Greetings, everyone. You are now on the stream. Congratulations. If there's anything you want to say to the fans back at home, this is your moment.
Oh my God, so many echoes.
All right, we're back. And we are... I think what we want to do is just drop out of this.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm pulling you all back in here. So it looks like we're having some technical difficulties. We're going to restart the match. I'll rehost the game here. It's still 1-0, but we'll restart this last game.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Cool.
Should we all back out of this one then?
Yep. Just exit out of the game. You're still in the party, so as soon as everybody's out, I can host.
Cool. You might want to grab Shazam.
All right, so while we're setting up here,
Actually, I'm gonna throw you guys back in the shoutcasting channel.
oh, copy that. Well, there we go. There's no conversation, no request. We're just dumped back into the shoutcasting where we belong.
Damn. All right. Well, we're waiting for the second match here. You asked me what I thought the keys to this match were for both teams. How about you? What do you think the keys are to the match for each of these teams?
Yeah, I think main thing for Orange team, the Fanatical Llamas, is they've got to set up some division of labor. Right now, they're both chasing the ball, and that means they're both winding up in corners. They're tripping over each other, and what's happening a lot of the time is that the ball gets in front of the Sassy Cadets' goal, but there's no one there to take the shot. So they need to trust each other, kind of back up a little bit, and incredible block by Recall Nope. So close to a score. Which is all right there. Sergeant Engel was actually the first person to touch the ball, but Recall Nope was airborne and knocked it back.
Yeah, super nice clear. Good center, but again, blue team is not in position to capitalize, so Recall's able to clear the ball and go downfield with it. Sergeant Engel up off the wall here, trying to clear back towards orange side.
See what we're seeing right there, where Sergeant Engel doesn't chase the ball up. We're seeing the kind of restraint that we didn't see in the first round, where they're calming down a little bit, they're being patient, they're waiting for their shot. Recall Nope, kind of undercutting my comment there.
A lot of
here we go.
Balls here, but Sergeant
Recall Nope
Engel's in a good
driving.
spot.
Excellent block by Sergeant Engel.
Yeah, good spot. This is an opportunity for Shazam, who's not able to get up high enough, unfortunately.
And this ball is just going everywhere. Everybody's just boosting into the ball, but it doesn't seem to particularly care where it's going.
This is a great opportunity for Orange Team. Oh, Shazam just needed to get a little bit more on top of that one.
Everyone's just flying through the
Recall
air
again
here.
with a good center.
Setting up that shot. And I think we are seeing that division of labor. Look at this. Recall Nope driving. Shazam. No, Shazam's driving now. Never mind.
Recall's done a good job here centering the ball like 2 or 3 times in a row, and Shazam hasn't been in a great spot to capitalize, unfortunately.
Sergeant Engel
Recall with the aerial on that one.
But this is just a wild ball. No team is demonstrating has consistently maintained control of the ball for more than about 5 seconds.
Oh, this is an opportunity for Recall. Come on. Oh, just misses off the ball, and Shazam comes in. Oh, good shot by Recall.
Shazam. Can Recall Nope turn around in time?
Unfortunately, no.
Ooh, Shazam got some.
Also has the control.
Dodging away, just trying to keep Blue from getting control of the ball there. Shazam cutting in just in time to keep Sergeant Engel from taking that shot.
All right, Recall with a good clear. He's driving down towards the blue side, but Love Muscle's Sergeant Angle, excuse me, in a good spot for the block, for the defend on the goal there.
3 minutes left on the clock, and it's still 0-0.
This is going to be a decent opportunity here for Love Muscle if he is good, but it looks like Shazam was able to clear.
Ooh, Love Muscle patiently waiting. Recall Nope is not having it.
Ooh, Sergeant Angle misses the clear off of the wall, but Love Muscle is able to come in.
Love Muscle really, he's just taking control here. He's ready to score.
Oh, that's going in.
Recall Nope! Recall Nope knocks the ball into his own goal. Watch this closely.
That is unfortunate.
There's nothing he really could have done there.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, the ball was going to go in anyway.
Yeah.
So
excellent play by Love Muscle. Really just taking command of that ball. So we got 2 minutes left. We have yet to see Orange score.
All right, Shazam with the clear down towards the blue side. This is an opportunity for Recall, but he misses the ball. And Love Muscle's able to dribble back down towards Orange. Shazam with the miss on the block off the wall, but Recall does clear.
Shazam chasing that ball up.
Oh, Sergeant Angle backs up. Oh, Recall with a nice save.
Oh, perfect setup, but Recall Nope is just still up there dribbling. Nobody's able to take that shot.
Sergeant Angle has the clear here. If Love Muscle can get into spot, but Sergeant
Angle, so close.
He almost had it himself, yeah.
Orange frantic to get that ball out of their home area.
Recall with the clear.
Wild ball. Orange team chasing after it.
Sergeant Angle is doing a great job of getting back and sitting in the goal whenever Orange has control.
Yeah, we're seeing an excellent division of labor here on blue team. They really know what they're doing. Oh, Recall Nope coming for the shot. Love Muscle. Excellent work hurting him away. Recall Nope taking out Love Muscle. Still the assassin. And at this point, with 1 minute left, all Blue really needs to do is keep the ball out of Orange's hands.
This is an awesome setup here for Blue. If Sergeant Angle can tap this in, just tap it in.
Oh,
they're driving around the ball in circles.
30 seconds left, and Recall Nope's got to drive.
They still have time. This is still an opportunity for them to score here. Love Muscle tries to clear, but isn't able to get it. Recall with a good opportunity, but Love Muscle does finally come back around and get the clear.
He's saying no. Every second counts now. Shazam 58 trying to set up a drive.
All right, Recall with the clear. Shazam is going to try to dribble here.
Recall Nope, excellent airborne, just trying to get that score. Shazam, and that's going to be it, folks. Oh, is it going to be a score with? Once again, demonstrating dominance, Love Muscle scores with seconds left on the clock.
Man. So last match it was with 5 seconds left on the clock. This match with 3 seconds left on the clock. Both scores by Love Muscle. Good job by blue team just playing defensively at the end and then capitalizing when they get the opportunity.
Incredible showing. And the Sassy Cadets have taken off a strong lead with Rocket League.
Well, I'm not going to say that I called it, but I did call it.
All right, well, let's hop on back into the main chat and see what the Llamas are going to do to turn things around.
Sounds good.
That I gotta say, that was a lot of fun to watch.
Agreed.
Yeah, we just stuck to the fundamentals. We just we got our hands on the ball.
You gotta let us ask the question first, man. Come on, don't just start volunteering information like that.
It's all the Lord and Creator that brought me to this victory.
All right.
Can we get a word? Can we get a word from Love Muscle though on his 2 last-second scores in both rounds? One with 5 seconds to go, and the other one with 3 seconds to go. Love Muscle, what was going through your head as you were driving down the field with nobody in front of you?
Just wanted to make a clean strike and get that garbage time goal.
All right, thanks for sharing.
All right, so now it goes to the Fanatical Llamas to select the second game.
We're gonna do Spellsworn.
Ooh, clutch pick. Even Holt is upset, and he's not even playing.
Wait, there's some weird shit going on my computer. Give me 1 second here. This is errors occurred, script error. What is happening?
I do need to ask all the players to watch their language for the sake of the tender ears that are over in the cheap seats.
I apologize. I think that was me.
Many of them have never been outside, have never seen a booby, so please just watch the language.
All right, so I can host this one for you guys as well. I will say to the shoutcasters, when you go to the servers menu, make sure you click the spectate button before you join the server.
Is this a Steam game or an Epic game? I've already forgotten.
It is a Steam game. So I'm going to host. It will be called Typical Toasts Game. The password will be no tears.
How good I am at this game because I've played a solid 22 minutes of this game ever. So
No, you're not supposed to reveal those kinds of details to the opposition.
Oh, I think. They can see
as far as they're concerned, it's 23 minutes.
That's right.
I also had exactly 22 minutes, I believe, when I played yesterday. And everything turned out fine.
I've been no-lifing this all week.
All right.
I see you're a learned scholar.
Oh yeah. Look at this intimidation is real. So
I can fix this.
I see it. Okay.
So
No tears.
Oh, I see. Spectator.
no tears. That is a contractual obligation, by the way.
All right, I'm hopping back into the showcast. Good luck, everyone. Failed because I'm already in session. Well, that is just...
Are you in?
I'm not in. Hang on. Hey, hold the game here a second. I'm got some technical difficulties here.
Okay.
I don't know if I could have you re-host by any chance.
Can you try joining the server once again just to see if it your issue sorts itself out?
What I'm getting is it starts loading. Oh, server full. Rude.
Server full, but we certainly don't have. You know, I wonder if this game also only supports 2 spectators secretly. Why don't you
max players when you hosted?
To 8.
I can host.
But yeah, why don't you go ahead and host?
All right.
All right, so go ahead and join the Xmas M Pro Plays stream. Password is the same.
I just still see typical toast game.
Stand by. All right, it is up. All right, on that note, I will hop back out. Now, this game, of course, is not the sort of game that you can develop expertise in 22 to 23 minutes.
Just so you know, you will have to go to server settings. You will have to switch it from free-for-all to team game.
Copy that.
Switch the map to clearing.
Clearing.
And then you'll have to allocate people to the correct teams.
Copy that. Let's see. Who's Rust Biscuit? That's going to be. Red
That's
team,
Love Muscle. Yep, that is with Sergeant Angle.
There we go. Does that look right?
Just waiting for the stream to catch up. Yes, that looks right.
All right. All right, Holst. What do you make of this matchup?
Okay, well, we got a level 4, a level 8, a level 2, and a level 5. So it looks like blue team has a little bit more experience playing this game. Maybe they've been practicing together. I'm not sure. Rust Biscuit doesn't look like he's played all that much. So not really sure what to expect from the Sassy Cadets in this. So let's see what they go build-wise with. We can kind of mouse over these guys. Russ has picked up homing.
Oh, Sergeant Angle going with homing, sidestep, counterpulse, and crescent. This is a very ambitious move. Crescent is a very difficult spell to use correctly. You really have to know what you're doing.
Shazam's got homing, counterpulse, Hydra, blink. That's a little bit different than the meta that we saw in some of the previous matches, where we were seeing fireball instead of Hydra. But that's a pretty standard setup: homing, counterpulse, blink, and then an offensive spell as the final spell there: fireball, Hydra, something like that.
Interesting. Shazam's got a very similar build to Sergeant Angle.
Yeah, lockdown that's interesting. And swap ball. So I'm assuming Sergeant Angle's plan here is to go with the swap ball into the meteor.
Got a Hydra on recall. Nope. Oh, I'm just realizing now that clicking just selects people. All right, I'm just cycling.
You got to double click, yeah.
All right, I can live with that.
All right, here we go. Loading into the first round.
All right, game begins. Red team just trying to defend the commanding lead they created in Rocket League. Shazam with first blood.
Nice counterpulse there by Sergeant Angle, avoiding the damage. Shazam's taking a little bit of damage here, and so is Russ Biscuit, excuse me. Double Crescent goes out, and the meteor does not land, unfortunately, for Sergeant Angle.
We're seeing all sides just spamming those homing missiles. Just a good, reliable way to keep the enemy on their back feet.
I apologize. That was Shazam's meteor. Shazam is the only player with meteor.
Whoa, just
lots of early damage, a lot of damage to Shazam. Shazam again with the meteor.
Wild meteor use here. Shazam really taking some damage. Russ Biscuit.
He's really wants that immolate.
Trusting that beginner's luck, and it is not paying off. He's now lost a third of his health. Sergeant Angle knocks Shazam into the water.
Double immolate, it looked like, into Shazam there. Shazam took quite a bit of damage. Lowest health player in the game. Russ and Shazam both with sub 50 health.
30 seconds in, Shazam is half health and the ground is disappearing. Shazam deep in the water, his health is just chunking away. On his last legs here, look, he's just flying across the island now when he takes damage.
That was a desperation immolate right there. Recall with a very nice counterspell though. Counter pulse, excuse me. Shazam touches the outside of the ring again, down to 7 health. He does block the crescent, so nice.
Shazam down to 7 health. Recall no, great blink back to safety. Russ Biscuit not having it.
Oh, if he gets hit by the helmet, it's not good.
Excellent blink.
He's able to counter pulse it. Very nice.
Recall Nope just keeps getting knocked back, and Sergeant Angle just controlling this entire island. Oh, Russ Biscuit is finally down. No surprise there, considering his background, but he really put up a strong showing. Played very aggressively.
Ooh. Recall misses his immolate, but does get the homing onto Sergeant Angle, and Sergeant does go down to 13 health. Recall is trying to 2v1 here, and he's actually doing a really good job. Shazam and Sergeant Angle both down.
No, Recall Nope and Shazam are together. Recall Nope is protecting Shazam.
Yeah,
oh, but there it is.
Sergeant Angle does get the kill onto Shazam. Recall does have a huge health advantage here.
Oh, and there it is. Recall
really nice
Nope.
job by Recall. Yeah.
Excellent work, just holding that out, keeping Sergeant Angle back, bleeding him out as he tried to juke into Shazam. So what are we going to see going into this next round?
So Recall is a relatively passive player. Sergeant Angle is also a very passive player, and they're kind of both relying on their teammates to be the more aggressive ones. But you can definitely tell that Recall is kind of holding back a little bit, just trying to protect his health.
Recall just picked up Shock.
He's playing for the late game situation, basically, is what it's looking like to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, Recall does have Shock. He has fully upgraded homing. Counter Pulse, Hydra, Blink, and Shock. I'm not sure what he's thinking about with the Shock.
Oh, looks like Shazam just picked up another spell. He's got Lightning Strike just added to the equation.
Interesting.
So blue team definitely has a pretty strong defensive build here. They really intend to last for the first minute. Let's see what Russ Biscuit is up to here.
They're talking it over right now.
Got a bouncer. Interesting choice. Oh, and he looks like he sold. Yeah, he just picked up Magic Missile. Makes sense for Russ Biscuit to let go of that crescent. But Magic Missile also takes a lot of skill. You got to keep hitting with it consistently for it to be worth it. And that can be pretty overwhelming when you're new.
Recall got some early value there on the Lightning Shock, landing it on Russ Nice counter pulse there by Sergeant Ankle, but he does get hit by the homing.
Red team just not able to get close enough to do some damage.
Yeah, Recall is very good at playing this defensive game.
They're just not letting either one get close enough. Rust Biscuit keeps doing these pushes, trying to get his magic missile chains going. Recall knocks him back almost into the water there.
Very nice lightning shock there.
Oh, and taking 2 hits, Rust Biscuit has already lost a third of his health. Sergeant Angle struggling. Blue is just dominant across this round right now.
Yeah, you can definitely tell they put some time and practice into this. So
very comfortably dodging. You see Shazam even walking into the Crescent Strike because he knows it's going to expire before it hits him.
Nice counter pulse there by Recall.
Ooh, Rust Biscuit, excellent deflect there. And Sergeant Angle diving in. Oh, we got a melee here, and it is paying off. Recall Nope lost a bunch of his health.
Yeah. Oh,
great play. Recall Nope losing control. Off on the edge here, struggling to get out from under Red Team. Sergeant Angle just keeps chasing. And now Sergeant Angle trying to blink back to safety. That sidestep really helping him. Now that is a mess.
I'm impressed that Red Team was able to close
Recall
down
Nope.
here.
Recall Nope with 3 health left. Wow, Red Team really pulled it back. They knew they needed to change something, and they did.
Oh, Recall used his counter pulse, and now he has nothing to stop a blink immolate. I would expect to see a blink immolate here coming out.
Shazam drying up. And that's it. Rust Biscuit is down.
Interesting. I don't know why
they didn't use the 1 health left.
I don't know why they didn't use blink immolate on Recall. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Sergeant Angle with death spiraling around on all sides. Jumps in to finish off Recall Nope, and he is down. It's a 1-on-1. Shazam knock into the island. Half the health that his opponent does. What a turnaround for Sergeant Angle. All he has to do at this point is stay alive, and he is struggling to do that. Jumping back to the island. Yeah, that's slow.
Wow, very nice shot by Shazam. But that's it.
Oh, there you have it.
Sergeant Angle cleans it up.
And it is 1 for 1, but these are real evenly matched. Very exciting to watch.
Yeah, they kind of figured out how to get past the early, very defensive play that Blue Team was coming out with. So really good job by Sergeant Angle and Russ to kind of like go through that defensive line there.
So what is Blue going to do? Are they going to try to fortify the defensive line, or are they going to change their play style?
I don't know, to be honest with you. This is my prediction for the next round. I think that the defensive play style is their play style. I don't really expect them to be like good at adapting here, unfortunately. I think Red has it figured out. I think we're going to see a more dominant performance from Red in this next round.
Recall Nope picked up a speed boost. Definitely kind of responding to that definitely looks like they're just going to double down on their defensive style, try to find ways to stay away from Red.
Yeah.
Snipe them down.
I think that's their thing. We'll see what Russ, if anything, if he changes anything. It looks like he's just upgrading. He's got that lightning strike. Sergeant Angle as well. Shock.
Ooh. And
also picking up speed boost too.
And Rust Biscuit, with the swap. Okay, wow.
Oh, he got rid of speed boost. Okay, so he's just going with the standard Crescent, homing, lightning strike, counter pulse blink.
All right. Everyone's pretty much got full builds here. We're going to see a lot of stuff in the air. And this is timed at a 9-minute round. We shall see. Got some Blue plinking down some early damage on Russ. Those homing missiles, just reliable ways to keep the enemy on their back feet.
Red's just looking for an opening right now. They're just looking for the opportunity. They want to close the ground here. Getting close combat. Russ coming
Rust
in.
Biscuit coming in. He's on Shazam.
He does not.
Gotta keep that pressure up. Sergeant Angle trying to keep Recall Nope off of him. Interesting that he didn't go after Shazam.
Unfortunate right there for Red because Russ really committed quite hard and he's lost a lot of health as a result.
And Rust Biscuit, the first person to touch the water there, knocks Shazam back into it. It's all about the positioning here. Red Team now seems really focused on keeping Blue between them and the water.
Russ missed his counterpulse there and took a lot of
Sergeant
damage.
Angle, incredible play by Sergeant Angle, blinks into Shazam and then knocks him into the water. Rust Biscuit punishing him.
Yep. Russ does land his counterpulse, but follows up. Shazam follows up and does get the damage onto him. So Russ going down even lower here. 28 health on Russ. Double immolate. Russ just goes off first though.
Health is bleeding away, and he timed it perfectly.
This is huge.
Shazam now at 12 health. He's punishing Russ
but good
Biscuit.
counter by Russ. Russ is able to get back in. He wastes
And
Blink,
there
and
it
he's
is.
going to go down.
But strong showing by Russ Biscuit, knocking Shazam back there. Incredible work. Perfectly timed when Shazam had all of his escapes down, and Sergeant Angle is able to finish him off.
All right, here's the 1v1 between Angle and Recall. Nobody's taking damage as of yet. Oh, Sergeant Angle does go down to 55 health here. Does get the double onto Recall. Crescent misses.
And
Recall's
we are running
looking
out of
for an
land here.
immolate.
Oh, an excellent knock by Recall. That is going to be decisive. Now he's at 18. So one more knock, and Sergeant Angle is going to go flying. He's got to play perfectly, and that will not do it.
Good job by Recall. All right, well, I eat my words. Blue was able to double down on the defensive strategy, and it worked out. I think part of that had to do with the fact that Russ got aggressive so early, and he was really at a disadvantage just from a health perspective. He was down to 70 health at the beginning of the round. Didn't give them a lot of options for being aggressive, which is what they needed to do to be able to win that round. Once you fall behind in health, it's much more difficult to be aggressive, and that's what Blue is looking to do, is they just want to chip away at the health, get an advantage to the point where Red can't actually initiate and go in on them anymore.
But you know, to his credit, Russ was able to have that incredible play on Shazam, knocking him into the water and setting up Recall to finish. Or
he did.
Setting up
really
Sergeant
nice.
Angle for that final showdown.
Yeah. Yes, good call out there. That was a really nice play by Russ. So all wasn't lost, but it was unfortunate that they were down so much health early.
All right, we're not seeing a whole lot of new spells. Thanks to people just upgrading, although there are not a lot of slots left at this point.
Blue is on match point. If they win this, that's it for Spellsworn.
So they're very unlikely to change their strategy here going to the final match. Oh, we're interesting. We got Russ Biscuit picking up a time zone. Very interesting
I don't think I've seen that spell used. I'm not sure what that does.
It's I believe it's slows folks down. Let's find out. Oh no, I'm sorry. Correction, it was not Russ Biscuit.
Ooh, Russ
Yes, it
going
was.
in. Misses his blink. I think he was trying to blink Immolate, but didn't get it. Shazam taking a lot of damage from something. I don't know what he took so much
I
damage.
see Russ Biscuit way out of position here, just trying to push, but Blue Team just doesn't have the damage where he can play like that right now.
Shazam is taking a lot of damage.
It really is.
That's a nice block there for the Shazam, but
You know,
kind of pulls him down.
Recall Nope is able to really punish Russ Biscuit for that push there. And their Sergeant Angle is coming in. What you're seeing, Blue is really doing a good job of sticking together as well, so they can. When Red comes in, they're usually coming in one at a time like this. Sergeant Angle, blink and immolate. Recall Nope punishes him, knocks him into the water, and he's all blinks down. Sergeant Angle lost half his health on that. I think this might be game, folks.
I think so too. I think Blue's again doing a fantastic job on the defensive side. Recall in particular. Russ is going to take more damage here.
Oh, Sergeant Angle playing even more aggressive now. You know, you can't play like that when you have so few transportation spells. You got to have a way to get back into the water. Or out of the water.
Right. Shazam is taking a lot of damage here, down to 27 health. Might go down even lower here. Russ is looking for an immolate. Misses. Shazam does use...
between them.
Oh, 8 health on Russ. Recall's got to capitalize on this right here.
Oh, Russ
Very
Biscuit,
nice
that's it.
job.
He is down. And it is not looking good. Recall Nope knows it's over. Oh, but he's got a little cocky there, knocked into the water. And uses that speed boost to get to safety. Sergeant Angle!
Crescent. But Shazam follows up on Sergeant Angle with a nice list, and I think
that'll do it.
Nice job by Blue Team.
And that's Spellsworn, folks. I believe.
That is
Spellsworn, right? Yeah.
That is it. Yeah.
Bravo, everybody.
So we are going to go to Rogue Company as the final game.
We are going to Rogue Company.
Because I did want to watch.
I wanted to see that too. I'm delighted.
Yeah.
It was intense. That was close, guys.
Nope. My pacemaker needs to be replaced.
Very fun to watch.
Well, that was embarrassing. I feel like I was just running around like a chicken.
Sassy Cadets, you want to comment on that aggressive play that we were seeing in the last few rounds?
Well, we got our hands on the ball. We really want to play the fundamentals, get it down the field.
Also playing Rocket League.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it looks like this is going to come down to Rogue Company.
All right, so
What is this best out of 3? What's the story here? On this?
But this will be Wingman Strikeout on District, and you'll just play until the game is over, and that'll be that, which is first 2-3.
First 2-3. Okay, so it's best out of 5.
Yeah.
well put.
So I won't be able to host this one.
Right.
So
I'll just have you stay on to kind of walk me through it.
yep,
Just make
no
sure
worries.
I'm doing it right here. All right. I am hosting a custom lobby.
That's a good start.
All right.
I'm gonna refill my water while you host. I'll be right back.
Yep. And then so yeah, you're going to want to search for the other people, so they'll get them to tell you their epic names, and you can add them as friends.
All right. How do I become a spectator?
You just push that little button.
Nope.
Yeah.
Wait.
There's a become a spectator button on the bottom right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. Big ol' spectator button. All right. All right. So, folks. Oh, I'm gonna have to add your name. So, in no particular order. Recall. Nope.
Yeah. Should I join your lobby?
You're yeah. What's
friends
your?
with you? I think.
Oh, are you? I don't think we are.
Yeah, it's you. You quit heroin.
Oh, you're that recall. No.
Sure.
Oh, what's your epic name, buddy?
Oh well, yeah. No, it's the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
you
there
quit heroin.
Is there a space?
Let me add you as
Yeah.
friend here and see if you get that.
Really need you to hold my hand here.
Let me message it to you. I pressed add friend. Did you get a notification for that?
So I think you don't understand, Jason. His name is You Quit Heroin.
Oh.
He wasn't referring to past occurrences.
I see. All right. All right. There it is. Thank you.
There's a
Great,
random
okay.
person
Okay.
heroin there.
All right. I'm caught up. All right. Who's next? Sergeant Engel. Let's do this.
I sent you a friend request.
What is
Done.
ADS? As far as ADS mode, does anyone know what that
Aim
is?
down sight.
Oh, okay.
Are you reading a tutorial here?
I'm just looking at my
How
control.
to first person shoot. Yes.
All right, I invited Shazam.
Thank you. We just need. Who's
I
left?
think I can take care of that.
Thank you.
Russell sent you an invite.
All right. I'm going to hop into the shoutcasting, and good luck, everybody. This is for all the marbles.
Pressure.
Well, this is Elwin. On a personal note, this is really the reason that I wanted to shoutcast was that I wanted to shoutcast Rogue Company with you. So
Nice.
I'm pumped. This is going to be good.
Likewise. Did you get a chance to watch my my Rogue Company match yesterday?
I haven't yet, but it's very. I'm very excited about that too. All right, so who do you see pulling out the win on this one?
For some reason, I think it's because I'm not friends with them. I can't see what levels Alpha Squad is. I'm also
me either.
Engel.
Yeah. Well, Engel and Heroin are 10 and 9 respectively.
Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna stick with my original prediction, and I believe that Sassy Cadets are gonna figure out how to win this one. I wonder if they watched the last couple of matches, your match yesterday and then our match, because I think if they did, whichever team watched those matches, they're gonna have a better understanding of like what's gonna help them win. Yeah, go for it. Okay. And he's gone. I don't know what he was saying, but I think you have to start it. I think that's what it is.
Oh, yeah, got it. Right. Cool.
I think that's what he was trying to say, yeah. Capping the point is actually very important. In a way that I think that if you were just jumping into this mode, you might not fully understand.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not using every opportunity that you have to cap the mid, then you're probably going to lose, because capping the mid, what it does is it puts a ton of pressure on the other team.
Interesting choice here. Once again, Dima Dallas mirror match.
It just blows my mind, to be honest with you. I'm not sure I fully understand that, but you know what?
Well, as a team that won with Dima Dallas, I can tell you it's a pretty solid combo.
You did.
Dallas's
What's the appeal of
utility.
Dima?
Well, Dima's got that cluster grenade launcher, which is great at forcing the enemy team out of cover.
Sure.
And this game, especially 2v2, it's all about creating a tiny advantage that you can capitalize. So being the first person to land a hit, or knocking the enemy out of cover and then being able to charge in there after them to finish them off, is huge. And Dima's great at setting up those trades.
I agree with you. I just really like Anvil on this map in particular. I think his shield in a couple of different spots is just like overpowered.
The machine gun can really lay down some suppressing fire too.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Anvil instead of Dima in these team comps. But I think Anvil Dallas would be a pretty awesome comp, to be honest. I would find that an interesting comp to run. But regardless, we got Sergeant Angle on Dima. We have his teammate Love Muscle playing Dallas.
Strikeout. Engage.
And Recall is the Dallas player on the other side. Sorry.
All right, Sergeant Angle charging straight for the middle.
Okay, you quit heroin is Recall. Okay, got it.
And the trading has begun. We got an open firefight here. Shazam taking some early damage, but still trading. Throwing out those grenades. Oh, he's standing right on the grenade launcher. That's not going to work. And instead of going back to deal with it, Dallas still pushing.
Nice shots there from Sergeant Angle.
Great opening trade on blue team.
That's a mistake by Shazam in not giving up the ghost there, because basically what he did is he could have gotten back in time to help his teammate out, and maybe they could have prevented the point from the cap, but they weren't able to do that. So
red team
Shazam
definitely not.
Nice,
they got that point back.
Yeah, Shazam with nice shots there on Sergeant Angle.
Just keeping patient, and Love Muscle's down again. See, they right here, yeah, they're doing the right thing, trying to get that pressure up, but Sergeant Angle was able to disengage cleanly. And ambush Dima from the side. Great work by Sergeant Angle.
Yeah, unfortunately for Sergeant Angle, he probably should have pushed up there just a slightly more to get the kill.
Oh, what a mess. We got everybody down now. And this is where Love Muscle
needs to get his teammate up.
Yeah. This is where, yep, okay. Both sides just bled out. Probably the right call.
I think Love Muscle had the opportunity to get his teammate up there, but
Love Muscle just got absolutely slaughtered, caught way out of position, far away from his partner.
Scan coming out there from the Red Dallas, shots onto Sergeant Angle. He's
we're seeing,
trying to get into the mid.
Yeah, what we're seeing here, a lot of teams are taking damage. They're pretty badly hurt, and they're staying exposed instead of ducking back behind cover. Pretty interesting strategy. It can pay off, but you really have to know what you're doing. And
Sergeant Angle does capitalize there. I'm not sure how Love Muscle went down. Maybe from a name.
Oh yeah, he was. He had already been hurt. He was just bleeding.
Okay, got it.
All right, Shazam is really liberal with those grenades. Sergeant Angle, what he's demonstrating here, this isn't even about positioning. Sergeant Angle's just aiming brilliantly. He's just landing his shots.
Keep up the pressure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice job there by Sergeant Angle, just keeping the pressure on and not letting him sit in the point for too long.
Love Muscle with the scan and flank.
This is a mistake by Recall by not bleeding out faster right there. Unfortunately, Sergeant Angle hasn't figured it out. He's tapping the point, then he's getting off the point, and he's defending from a position where he has cover. So
we got a daring flank here. Love Muscle pulling it off. Recall Heroin on his knees. Shazam successfully covering with Dima those Recall cluster grenades, my friend. I'm telling you.
Shazam's going to be able to get his teammate up here, I think. Yep.
Amazing play by Shazam, pushing Love Muscle back.
Sergeant Angle does get the refrag though onto Recall, and then he just lasers down Shazam. Sergeant Angle's aim right now is carrying blue team, and
it really is. It's just raw aiming skill, my friend.
Yeah, that's all it is. Look at this. Sergeant Angle lasers Shazam again.
Just hose him at range. You do not want to get into a mid-range battle with Sergeant Angle, my friends. And look at that. Sergeant Angle just not even letting him run away, just hosing Shazam as he runs for his life.
Love Muscle's putting the pressure on here with these fights,
but yeah, Love Muscle just got a little cocky.
Yeah.
Got into a 1v2 situation. Oh,
Ooh.
here we
Ooh,
go.
don't
Getting into
repeat
that.
Oh, that was a good nade.
Oh, Love Muscle coming up on the side here. Really clean kill by You
This
Quit
is
Heroin.
okay. This is okay for blue team though because they've got mid and they're about to get a free ticket out of
Enemies are
that.
out of
So 0 tickets for red.
Oh, and just hoses Shazam. Shazam charges out. No cover by himself. And we are... And that's it, folks.
Regroup and
That was
try
a
again.
nice pre-fire there from Sergeant Angle to finish that out. So Sergeant Angle has this figured out. He knows what needs to happen. They got at least 2 tickets off of having the mid caps there. So really nice job by blue team.
Love Muscle is no slouch, but there's no denying that Sergeant Angle had him get on his broad, swarthy shoulders and carry him to the finish line there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the aim is one thing, but also just like the positioning there is really. Sergeant Angle did a really good job on the positioning. Love Muscle was doing a good job of being pesky with the flanks, and that definitely did allow a lot of space for Sergeant Angle to do his thing.
The one thing I haven't seen either team do, I haven't seen anyone switch the shoulder that they're using for the reticle.
True.
Which can be pretty important when you're moving left.
Right.
Oh, nice clean trade there by You Quit Heroin. He's going to try to push, but he's way out of position now. Sergeant Angle punishes him. Well, Shazam coming in from the side.
Yeah, Sergeant Angle just went all the way around, and he's just going to take the point here. That red team with the cap. So good nade coming out from Sergeant Angle. Heroin's going to push onto the point. Sergeant Angle.
You Quit Heroin
just pick up this first frag.
A one-man army here. Oh. And the red finally came due, and he immediately bled out.
I don't think Shazam realizes that Love Muscle is picking him up right here. Or sorry, that Sergeant Angle picked up his teammate.
He could have pushed for sure. Yeah, see the fountain is just not a great spot to be. If you're not capping, you really don't want to be there.
And Sergeant Angle immediately bled out. That was a good decision by him there.
Love Muscle running.
Is up on tickets.
You Quit Heroin chasing. Long range battle here with Sergeant Angle, and he is caught way out of position. No cover. He's down. He's dead.
He rolls into the wall. Unfortunate positioning there.
All right, Love Muscle engaging 1v2, but Sergeant Angle coming in from the side knocks down You Quit Heroin. That was a grudge kill right there.
Nice nade coming out there from Sergeant Angle.
Love Muscle with the flank. Shazam is down, and both red team is down and out.
Playing Ring Around the Rosie on the fountain right now.
Now, red team is still ahead, but blue team has control of the point. You Quit Heroin. You Quit Heroin is really fighting hard here. He's jumping all over the place, landing his shots.
Nice damage there. Oh.
Yeah. Now, see what we have there is You Quit Heroin sprinted out of cover with almost no health, knowing that an enemy had his guns pointed at him. That was only going to end the way. Sergeant Angle, nice clean kill.
I think that was a mistake by not bleeding out there for recall.
But another thing we're seeing is that blue team lately, they're really just sticking together. Okay, red team coming up the side. Love Muscle heard him coming, but charged out of position. Took him on 1v2.
Yeah, the only way that could have been worth it is if he had picked up one.
And where was Sergeant Angle in that one? He was off. He was just repositioning somewhere else.
He's on the point. He's posted up.
All right, Sergeant Angle flanking right.
Love Muscle this big. Just go down here.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Recall. Yeah, blue team is still down a ticket.
Red just capped it. Now remember, the timer does restart whenever someone caps the point. But if it runs out, then whoever controls it wins.
Ooh! Nice job by Love Muscle, picking up both of those kills there, I believe, and they're capping the point. Oh, Love Muscle ran away from the point. They didn't actually cap it. That's unfortunate because they lost the ticket.
Oh, Shazam just gets knocked down trying to push it back. Blue team back in control with 24 seconds left. We really seem determined just to not let red get into the clearing here. Oh, but they're charging. See, that's the thing is Sergeant Angle. Yeah, he pushed up to the fountain. That allowed Shazam to flank him from the left. Both sides just making the consistent mistake of standing near the fountain when they don't have to. And it's just really easy to flank.
It is unfortunate, yeah.
Sergeant Angle flanking on the right. Oh, we got that Dallas scan though. He's able to catch him. And You Quit Heroin coming in to flank. Can he? Oh, excellent dodge. And
Nice
he dodges
job by
back on the
Recall.
grenade. Amazing play by You Quit Heroin to take out Sergeant Angle.
Very nice. Shazam's battling up.
Oh, wow.
Point. He does get the pickup.
And Shazam. Oh, red team has taken control of the center now. They have a ticket advantage. It is not looking good for Sassy Cadets here.
Tried to pick up his teammate, but wasn't able to do that. Recall has really
Sergeant
stepped
Angle,
up his game here in this
we're one
match.
bullet away from game over. Oh, I stand corrected. No, Love Muscle still in it. Love Muscle, yeah, there we go. Love Muscle just found his melee button.
He gets the melee kill on the Recall.
And there it is.
Oh, well, that was a solid showing there from Red Team. Very nice.
Yeah, there was a real back and forth here. All right, so by now both sides should have a pretty solid kit. We're going to be seeing some melee weapons. We're going to see fully upgraded primaries. We're going to see Dima's grenades are going to have really wide radius. Dallas is going to be throwing some napalms that burn for a long time. It's going to be a bloodbath. I'm interested in Sergeant Angle splinting forward with a tomahawk out. Ow! Incredible early kill! Unbelievable!
Very nice. Sergeant
Wow!
was able to get out as well, even though he was down to 13 health there. Recall was not able to get the frag on him.
Sergeant Angle just knew exactly what he wanted there. Alright, and he's throwing out those grenades. Now the recall on these things takes a long time. Key thing to know about Dallas, if you knock someone down, your scan recharges. Oh, and Shazam is on his knees.
Love Muscle's on the longest flank of all time and then volleys himself into the wall.
Red team flanked on both sides, but blue team isn't able to really capitalize. There we go. Took him a long time, but they did it.
Sergeant Angle just did it himself. While Love Muscle was in the back mulling himself against the wall.
Sergeant Angle taking on Shazam. And Love Muscle just cleanly hosed by You Quit Heroin. Really solid flank there. You Quit Heroin with the scan, but he's not really in a position to take advantage of the intel. Oh, grenade forcing him out of position. He responds by killing Sergeant Angle. Just some great shooting.
Yeah, Recall has definitely stepped up his game here on the shooting side of things. Nice job by Sergeant Angle taking down Shazam.
Alright,
Recall's
he's
pushing.
flanking and hoses him from behind. Really solid play here by Recall Note. Alright, Sergeant Angle with the tomahawk out again. What's he going to do here? He throws it, and he misses, and he's down. Did not pay off that time.
And he immediately gives up his life there.
Love Muscle, though,
does get the top though.
able to kind of punish him.
In the meantime, Sergeant Angle is actually going to get the point, so this is really good for blue team. And Sergeant Angle did get off the point, so hopefully...
Recall Note just...
Yeah, blue team needs to really start playing together here. This is unfortunate because they're not synchronizing their lives, you know? Like they're both alive at different times.
There is one key thing here, which is the blue team is not as far behind as you think because they've had control of the middle lane this entire time. Red team has just been in hunter-killer mode.
And they're going to get another ticket here for free.
Yep, there it is. So it's still tied, actually, in spite of the fact that Recall Nova's been scoring frags left and right. Oh, Sergeant Angle with the rogue tomahawk.
I expect a nade to come in here from Shazam. Recall's actually pushing on the left side.
Oh, excellent flank.
That's an opportunity to switch sides, shoulder sides, like you were saying. Like, that would have been a great moment to do that.
See, Sergeant Angle knew that push was coming. He's starting to get the rhythm of how Recall Note plays. He knows where to put the bullets to stop him. You put Heroin flanking left. Sergeant Angle moving to stop him.
Okay with that. He's okay with that because he still has control of the mid. Shazam's not controlling the mid yet.
Oh,
just take Shazam down. This is really good if he can get back into cover.
Last life. Blue team really holding on here. Look at that. It all just came down to control of the center. They just did not let Red take it back.
Team has been eliminated.
Nice job there by Sergeant Angle getting the last kill. Yeah, I agree with you. It was mid control that really won blue that. They put a lot of pressure on Red and scored a couple of free tickets off of that as well.
So this very well could be the last round of the entire matchup. All it takes is Sassy Cadets doing what they just did. And so what we're probably going to see here, my guess is that we're going to see the Llamas playing a little bit closer to the center. They've been doing a lot of flanking stuff, and they're getting kills from it, but they're not able to turn it into a win. Sergeant Angle with the early cluster grenades. Oh, we just got a real messy back and forth here. Sergeant Angle really taken with his tomahawk. which is understandable.
Muscle's on the flank.
Oh! You could heroin just recklessly charging out into gunfire, and with that, the cadets have an early lead.
They need to get on the point.
And the mid.
Yeah, they got on the point, and Sergeant Angle on the respawn does take down Shazam. That's a huge pickup because that solidifies their big control. Scan coming out from Muscle.
And what we see there is just a close range battle. Sergeant Angle and Recall Nope just duking it out. And we're not really seeing the aiming dominance that we saw in round 1 from Sergeant Angle. Oh, I stand corrected.
Yeah, Sergeant Angle with the pickup there on Shazam, but you quit Heroin on the other side does melee Love Muscle to death. Sergeant Angle does take mid control here.
He's running back to safety, and oh, he makes it just barely. Nobody's got a grenade to answer it. There it is.
Red's doing a good job of refragging though. That Molly did a lot of work. They're both going to go down here because of that Molly.
Excellent push by Shazam. Just he knew that blue team was weak. He pushed up. He got that trade. They've got control of the middle again.
Impressed with that Molly. That Molly was that one that.
Excellent grenade, Shazam! Really showing up now.
Yeah, excellent job by Shazam. Molly and then into that grenade.
And thanks to that scan by You Quit Heroin, he knew exactly where Love Muscle was.
Keep up the pressure.
Yeah, this is falling apart right now for blue team. It's 4-9 at this point, and red has mid control.
All right, you can see 2 headshots in a row there, right on Dima's helmet, and Shazam now just really the MVP of this match, just quietly landing those kills, knows exactly where to put his reticle.
He's landing the kills, but he's also using his Molotovs and grenade really well. Like,
yeah, and the quiet leader here is Recall Nope scans, perfectly timed scans to create those advantageous trades.
Oh,
he switched his shoulders! He
Very
did.
Nice!
Incredible! And it immediately paid off with a kill. Oh, there it is. Finally, with the tomahawk, Sergeant Angle finally got another one.
0-7 here, though. It's not
that's
good for blue.
Like
Don't think they're going to be able to come back. So it looks like red is going to take this, and I get to eat my words. Sergeant Angle in the mid goes down. That is the last kill.
Wow.
Red team does take it. So
and that
fantastic job by Fanatical Llamas.
This last round will decide the game.
It's all or nothing.
Oh, I apologize. I thought that was it.
Wait, what's happening here? No. There's one more.
There's one more.
Yeah,
okay.
there's one more. Yeah.
I apologize. I called it way too soon. So
it's
blue,
2 versus 2.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but your commentary was all great. It's just that it was out of context.
It was good, but then it was just wrong. You know, like it was good up until the point that it was just incorrect. So
well, I liked it.
I said it like I knew what I was talking about.
All right, we got Sergeant Angle running around with the tomahawk, just taking gunfire from Recall Nope. Really, just his obsession with that tomahawk is doesn't seem to be paying off. I gotta say, it's more of a liability. All right,
it hasn't worked out super well. So
You Quit Heroin way out in front, but he's incredibly he's able to take out Sergeant Angle without getting hit. Love Muscle just not putting the pressure on him. Love Muscle.
Yeah, he really needs to get that refrag.
Sergeant Angle now really, there it is. It was only a matter of time.
All right, so they capped the mid. They need to get off. They need to defend. They need to get something together here on the defensive side of things.
Shazam, Shazam's just sort of standing there. We might have a DC on our hands. Disconnect.
That's an aim battle right there that Sergeant Angle can't lose if he wants to win this match. Like he knew where he was. He had the free aim on him, and he lost the gunfight. Unfortunately.
It really looks like Shazam has disconnected, and Recall Nope is still winning the match by himself.
That is unfortunate. I'm not sure what happened there.
That's astonishing.
We'll see what happens. Oh my god. Recall does take down both of them here.
Unbelievable. What a flex. Is he going to win this matchup by himself?
Scan comes in from Recall.
Look at that. He knows to scan to see where Sergeant Angle is coming before the melee.
Oh, he's got the tomahawk out here. Throws it at Sergeant Angle. Sergeant Angle responds with the nade. Recall with shots.
You know, I hate to say it, but if anything, Recall Nope is stronger by himself.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible.
And Sergeant Angle goes down.
It is now 4-10. This is just not the outcome you would expect. You Quit Heroin. The only problem he's probably facing right now is... Oh no, but here's another thing. Is Dallas, by now, he probably has the perk that gives him more ammo when he gets a kill. So you're not going to be able to win with attrition.
Right.
Oh, finally got him.
4-9. So they do have control of the midpoint here.
All right, he's coming back up. And Recall
Shazam is
really,
still-
he wants to hide
okay.
the fact that Dima has disconnected because he doesn't want that body
I think they
getting
must
far.
know at this point. This is really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because all blue team has to do is just hide. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen here. Oh, nice
But
job,
nevertheless,
though, by
like-
Heroin. Oh, so unfortunate. He rolled out of cover, and that he could have got the refrag there.
Love Muscle. See, Love Muscle is learning how to capitalize when Recall Nope gets out of position. He's not really there for those trades, but he's able to follow up after.
Yeah.
But this really is just a grudge match between Recall and Sergeant Angle.
And Sergeant Angle does get the better of him in that exchange. Love Muscle did get a couple of shots on him, so it wasn't a true 1v1. Unfortunate.
Oh,
really
what's up with
unfortunate.
Shazam here? Shazam is taking
He's
damage.
just down, yeah.
All right. Well, you know, if I were, I wonder if the tournament organizer would be willing to host one final match or something.
Yeah.
'Cause this is
The unfortunate thing about it is the money situation.
right.
Nice nade coming out there from Recall.
Oh.
Sergeant Angle though, unfortunately.
And there it is.
Like the fact that this is even 3-3 is astonishing to me.
Just incredible dominance by Recall Nope. Clearly the MVP of this game. And Sergeant Angle coming in for the kill. And just as Love Muscle is coming in to try to finish off what he thought was a terrified Recall Nope. But Recall was ready to do some work. Love Muscle with the tomahawk out.
And it looks like Shazam isn't even spawning back into the game anymore, so I suppose that's a good thing. But
And there it
Recall's
is.
gonna go down and that is
Regroup
it, yeah.
and try again.
There it is.
Alright, let's head up and see what's going on.
Alright.
That is an unfortunate DC.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened there with the DC.
What happened there?
Not sure.
It looked. Did he get a power outage or his internet cut or?
No, he just had to go.
Oh,
He just
all
left?
right. Well, I gotta say that was a heroic effort on your
Yeah,
part.
incredible. Wow.
You were winning that by a landslide, 1v2.
It was good for a bit.
Well, that was fun to
Well, good
watch,
game.
guys.
That was, yeah,
I feel
great
like, I
round.
feel like that's a Pyrrhic victory, but good game. Or like, not a Pyrrhic victory, that's not the right word, but like a...
No, that's the right.
Right, we're here.
you guys went the distance. You went all 3 games and all 5 rounds.
All of the rounds. Yeah. I think he just ran out of time. He had some other commitments he had to run to.
That sucks.
Got it.
All right.
Unfortunate,
Sorry.
but you know what? You put on a strong show here, and you can come out on top on the Dreamers bracket. TM.
Yeah.
To the Dreamers bracket we go.
Welcome to the Losers bracket? Or Dreamers bracket?
It's the Dreamers bracket.
We've rebranded.
Excuse you.
We've rebranded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dreamers bracket, hashtag always be dreaming.
Yeah.
And just remember for all the teams in the Dreamers bracket that the winner of the Dreamers bracket faces off to win the tournament. So you're not out of the running yet.
To win twice, I would assume, right?
Yeah. You'd have to win twice in the finals against the winner.
Who is this Wild Pigeons, and why did they just start in round 2? They just get a bye?
They got a bye. Yep. We had 7 teams, so one team randomly selected got a bye.
Fair enough.
Alright.